Divine Feminine. The guilt that you feel for choosing yourself, it's not love. It's not intuition. It's not empathy. It's conditioning. If you're on a twin flame journey, that guilt was activated on purpose so you could finally break free. Because you were never meant to carry your bloodline's suffering into your future. This message is going to free you and trigger you at the same time. Because the guilt you feel, especially on your twin flame journey, it is not coming from your higher self. It's coming from generational curses, ancestral programming, and inherited feminine trauma that taught you how to endure instead of choose, wait instead of lead, serve instead of embody, suffer instead of receive. And when you wake up, that guilt gets loud, not because you're wrong, but because the system you're leaving is collapsing. Generational guilt is emotional inheritance, passed through the womb, the nervous system, and the subconscious. It's formed in bloodlines where women learn that love requires sacrifice, safety requires self-betrayal, and power leads to punishment. So the feminine learns to feel guilty for fully existing. You don't choose guilt. You were trained into it. Let's talk about why the divine feminine feels this more intensely. Because the divine feminine archetype was created to break these cycles. You're not here to repeat. You're here to end. And when you break cycles, the nervous system tends to panic. Because to the body, freedom feels unsafe, silence feels wrong, and peace feels unfamiliar. So guilt arises not as truth, but as a withdrawal from oppression. Now let's get brutally honest and talk about how guilt tends to show up on your twin flame journey. The guilt shows up as feeling selfish for setting boundaries, feeling like you owe your twin, or for that matter, anyone else, access to you. Staying emotionally available while being neglected. Waiting because leaving feels like betrayal. Feeling responsible for their healing or their awakening. Over spiritualizing pain instead of finding your exit out of it. Feeling guilty for outgrowing family, friends, or old versions of yourself. And here's the truth. Many divine feminines confuse guilt with loyalty. But loyalty that costs your soul is self-betrayal, not love. Here's the twin flame misconception that keeps a lot of people stuck. Your twin flame is not your assignment. Your awakening is. Your mission is embodiment, not endurance. Union is a byproduct of alignment, not sacrifice. And if guilt is the glue that's keeping you connected, that is not divine love. That is trauma bonding. Now let's talk about why this guilt feels spiritual. Because it's tied to vows, spiritual contracts, and ancestral memory. Many divine feminines carry unconscious vows such as, I must stay, I must wait, I must save, I must endure. If I leave, I am bad. If I choose me, then I am being unloving. These are not soul truths. They are expired contracts. And guilt is what surfaces when contracts are dissolving. Now, let me tell you the real reason you feel guilt when you start choosing yourself. Number one, because nobody ever did it before. You are the first person in your line that said, this ends with me now. Your ancestors survived, but you are here to thrive. And survival programming hates sovereignty. Now let's talk about how to truly release generational guilt. This is not about affirmations alone. This is about deconditioning. Number one, name guilt as a nervous system response. Guilt is not guidance. It's a stress response to unfamiliar freedom. Repeat this mantra after me. This feeling is old. I am safe now. Number two, stop confusing compassion with self-abandonment. You can understand someone else's wounds without staying there. Love does not require access. Empathy does not require availability. Number 3, remove the savior identity. You are not here to rescue your twin or anybody else. You are here to model self-respect. Healing happens through embodiment, not sacrifice. Number 4, detach from ancestral expectations. Now say this with me. I bless my lineage by choosing differently. Your growth does not dishonor your family. Your healing heals the line. Number 5, let people misunderstand you. This is a big one and is so crucial. Guilt dissolves when you stop needing approval. Misunderstanding is the price of sovereignty. This is the shift that changes everything. When you stop responding to guilt and start responding to alignment, the chase ends, the anxiety settles, the obsession dissolves, and your power returns. And ironically, that's when true union becomes possible with yourself first. Now remember this, you are not cold. You are not selfish. You are not abandoning anyone. You are ending the cycles of feminine self-erasure. And guilt is an echo of an old world dying. Divine Feminine, you were never meant to bleed for love. You were never meant to wait to be chosen. You were never meant to carry ancestral suffering into your destiny. Now release the guilt. Reclaim your body. Return to your authority. You are not here to suffer beautifully. You are here to lead unapologetically. If this message hits you deeply, it is because guilt isn't just something that you understand. It is something living in your body, your nervous system, in your energetic field. And let me share some truth with you. You don't release generational guilt by thinking your way out of it. You release it through embodied integration, through being witnessed, through pattern interruption, through guided recalibration of your inner authority. And that is exactly the work that I do in my one-on-one intuitive sessions. These sessions are not about fixing you because you are not broken. They are about removing what was never yours to carry. We identify where guilt is stored in your body, which ancestral contracts are still active, how self-abandonment is showing up in love, and how to stabilize your power so that you will stop leaking energy. This is for the Divine Feminine who is done explaining herself, waiting for permission, carrying emotional weight that doesn't belong to her. And if you're ready to fully step out of survival and into sovereignty, if you're ready to stop repeating the same cycles and start embodying your truth, then this work will meet you where you are. The link to book a one-on-one session is in the description box below. And remember this, you are not here to carry guilt into your future. You are here to close the chapter for everyone who came before you. Choose yourself. The lineage will adjust. That is all that I have for you powerful beings today. Till next time, peace and power. See you in the next one.